I'm Tatiana, and I am coming to you from small town in the Appalachian Mountains in the state of West Virginia in the United States. And today we're doing a practice. The peak pose will be Parivrita Janu Shirshasana. But before we go on to practice, I would like to remind you that you are practicing at your own risk. You're responsible for your own safety. Practice ahimsa, non-violence towards yourself in this case. So please be careful, listen to your body, practice according to how your body is feeling today. Take a break when you need a break, and maybe do variations, modifications. And it's not always necessary to push hard, to go to the full expression of a pose, something like that. So take care of yourself, and now let me tell you a little bit about our peak pose today. Parivrita Janu Shirshasana, that's Sanskrit for revolved head to knee pose. So this pose can be calming to the nervous system. It can be invigorating, mood lifting. It also strengthens the diaphragm. Another benefit of this pose is increased core mobility. You know, the core of the body, which is practically from the neck and down to the knees. It's also stress reducing. And another important benefit of this pose is that it can aid, it's recommended for the C-curve scoliosis. So if you have a C-curve scoliosis, then it is recommended that you hold the pose longer on the concave side, on the shorter side of the spine. And without further ado, let's start the practice. And we're starting in Shavasana. So please lie down on your back. Take your feet apart. Arms extend down and away from the body with the palms up. Make your adjustments here so you feel comfortable. You can roll the shoulders down a little bit, maybe wiggle around. If your lower back is not so sure about that, you can always bend the knees and rest with the knees bent. Let's take a few moments here focusing on the breath. Relaxing. And maybe creating your sankalpa, your resolution for the practice, your dedication. Let your breath naturally become a little bit deeper, a little bit slower, without much effort. Another 3 deep breaths here. And now bend your knees and hug your knees into the chest. If you feel like it, gently rock side to side. Always feels good. A bit of a back massage here. See if you can relax your shoulders down towards the mat. And then roll over to one side. And then come onto your belly. Come to your crocodile position. Step your forearms, forehead down on the forearms, chest slightly elevated, back of the neck long, feet apart. Relax here. And now we're going to take a few deep breaths here, noticing what happens in the back of the body as you breathe on your belly. Three more breaths here. And then bring your hands underneath the shoulders and push yourself up onto all fours. Take your tabletop pose. Wrists lined underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip joints, abdominals towards the spine, ribs away from the floor. Spread the fingers wide, firm up the arms. Let's tuck the toes for this one. And on the exhalation, around your spine into cat stretch. And then on the inhalation, arch the back, lift into cow stretch. Continue with the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Noticing how your spine is. You can untuck the toes and take a few cat-cows with the toes untucked. Now we're going to be adding on. Continue cat and cow shapes with your spine, but we're going to add the hip circles, Ganesh Mudra. Exhaling, rounding the spine, pushing the hips to one side, Circle around, and then on the inhalation, arch the back and keep going. Don't think about it too much. Let your body do this. This is a natural undulation movement. And breathe. Finish this rotation, come to center, and when you're ready, start in the other direction. This is the last one. And coming back to all fours. Just take a breath or two here with neutral spine, neck in line with the rest of the spine, abs in. All right. So let's stretch the hamstrings now. From tabletop, take your right foot forward. Feel free to use the blocks if you have them to support your hands. Stacking the right knee over the ankle. Pressing the hips down, reaching the chest forward, shoulders down. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, roll through, straighten the right leg. Inhale, back to lunge. Again, exhale. Inhale. Now stay folded over the outstretched right leg. And bring the toes down and up a couple of times. Good, lift up, rebend the knee. And let's step that right knee back and bring the left foot forward. Now establish your lunge first. Knee, ankle, straight line. Hips press down. Chest reaches forward, shoulders away from the ears. And on the next exhalation, roll through, straightening the left leg. Inhale, back to lunge. Keep going. Exhale. You can flip the toes up if you wish. Inhale, lunge. Exhale. Inhale. One more time, coming to lunge. And then straightening the left leg, flipping, either flipping the foot up for now. And then you can bring the toes down and up a few times. the effort to stretch out the muscles of the left leg. Good. Okay. Lift up. Step the left knee back. Right. And we will stretch the hamstrings a little bit more on the back. So come lie down on your back. Now extend the right leg up. You can have the left knee bent or reaching the left leg down on the mat away from you, and then hold your right leg wherever you can reach, but do not strain to reach up higher, okay? All right, and then pull that leg towards the chest. And if you are so moved, you can flex and point the foot. Maybe roll the ankle if it feels good. Change the rotation. Good. And bend the knee, pull it into the chest. And let's change legs. Right leg extends on the mat. Left leg up to the sky. Holding the leg wherever it's comfortable for you. Pull it towards the chest. And if you did that ankle work on the other side, then you need to do it on this side. Flex and point. And rotate. Change the direction. Good. And bend the knee, press it into the chest, and release. Bring your arms over the head and give yourself full body stretch. Right. Let's roll over to the side and push yourself up. Let's come back to tabletop, hands and knees. Right, let's step let's take the left foot forward for our lunge. Okay. And it is recommended to have a little bit of, let me go, I need some support for my knee. So I'm gonna get my blanket and create a some padding for my knee. It's a little bit hard on the hardwood floor. Okay. I'm gonna use the block for support. So I'm gonna place my right hand next to my left foot. And then start twisting from the waist to the left side, extending the left arm up. Okay. Now let's bring the left hand onto the block or on the floor. You can do it on the floor too. And then twist open to the right side. Breathe. Bringing the right hand down. Let's change sides. Left knee back, right foot forward. Left hand either on the block next to the right foot or on the floor next to the right foot. And then twisting open to the right. And changing sides, right hand down. And open to the left side. Bring the left hand down. And step the right knee back. Let's wag the tail here. Shift your hips side to side. Okay. So let's continue preparing the body for our peak pose here. Let's step the right foot forward and tuck the left toes. Come up into runner's lunge. Now imagine that you're trying to slide both of your feet away from each other. Right foot forward, left foot back, without actually moving them. Now bring your left hand next to your right foot, and on the inhalation, twist open to the right. The right hip wants to come out like this. Don't let it. Keep bringing it into the body. And now bring the right hand down. Place it on your block or on the floor next to the foot. Lower your left heel and open up into a side angle bend. Drop the hip down. Good, bring the left hand down, left knee down, right knee down, and let's briefly push back into child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together, lower down, extend the arms. Come up to tabletop, all fours. The other side, left foot comes forward. I'm going to be using my block. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the knee, coming into runner's lunge on this side. You can really stretch the legs away from each other. Keep that back leg firm, pushing the back of the right knee towards the sky, and then the runner's lunge twist. Bring the left hand down. On the inside of the foot, lower the right heel. Coming into side angle bend, drop that left hip down, open the chest, extend the arm. Bring the right hand down, come up on the toe, bring the knee down, and step the left knee back. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. And find your neutral spine again here. And we're coming to standing from here. Okay. Let's do some standing poses. Take your feet out wide. Don't be stingy with your distance between the feet. Maybe 4 feet, at least 4 feet between your feet. All right, turn the right foot out so the toes are pointing directly at the short side of your mat. Chest is facing in front of you. Bend the knee. And again, you do not have to drop down low to the fullest expression of the pose. If that's not the day for it, absolutely, bring it up a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Warrior two, extend the arms, turn the head looking over the fingertips of the right hand, firmly pressing the outside of the left foot into the mat. Maybe if you wish, you can drop that right hip down just a little bit. Okay, let's straighten the right leg. We're coming into triangle pose. I need to bring my back foot a little bit closer to the front foot for this. Okay, let's extend the arms. Reach forward with your right hand and then rotate into your triangle. Don't let that left shoulder come forward. So we don't want this to happen, right? Open the chest. So there's a little bit of a twist going on in the spine. Don't hang the head. Revolved triangle. Let's lower the left hand on the side. Adjust your feet. You need to step that left foot a little bit more towards the long side of the mat in front of you. Okay? Then turn the chest facing the right leg. Lower down. Left hand comes down, maybe a mat, maybe floor. And then twisting to your right side, extending the right arm. Bring the right hand down. Walk yourself over to your left. Adjust the feet so they're parallel and a little bit pigeon-toed. And exhale, release the upper body in between the feet. Coming up, inhale, lift the head, slowly come up. And let's do the other side. So turning the left foot to, so the toes are facing the short side of the mat. Okay, what to watch for here is that the back foot, basically when you're coming into our standing poses here from wide-legged stance, your back foot is already in position. Just make sure that you're not turning those toes out away from you. Bring them towards the center a little bit, or at a 90-degree angle, that's perfectly fine. Okay, then bending that left knee, coming down to your own degree, wherever you need to be today. Proud chest facing in front of you. Opening your wings. Warrior Two pose. Feel the strength of your body. Feel the strength of your legs, arms, shoulders. You're a warrior. And let's straighten the left knee. Adjust the back foot if needed. A little bit shorter distance between the feet. I know I need that. And then open the arms out. Reach forward with your left fingertips. And then bend down into your triangle sideways over that left leg. Maybe finding the floor or anywhere on the left leg will do. Release that right arm down on your side. Now adjust your right foot. Take it a little bit more to the long side of the mat. Now turn your hips. So your left toes, your left knee, and your hips are facing the same direction. And then folding over that left leg. Right hand comes down. I'm going to use the block. You can too on this side. And then twisting open to your left. Coming out of the pose, release that left hand down, and then both hands to the mat, and walk yourself over to your right, adjusting the feet so they're parallel, and a little bit toes, big toes in, and then release the upper body. If you want an extra stretch for your shoulders, you can clasp the hands in the back and lift the arms. Unclasp the hands, bring them down. And let's come down on the knees for some side planks. There are different variations. We'll start with the gentle variation, and then I'll show you a couple of variations. So you pick which you want to do. All of them are great, depending on what your body needs right now. Okay? Alrighty. So, coming from tabletop. Take your right foot outside the mat. So you're creating this kind of tripod stance for your body. So, and then supporting yourself with your right arm, extending the left leg to the side. So your right hand, right knee, and left toes are lined up. Now open the chest, push the hips forward. Maybe extending the left arm up, and maybe this is where you need to be. Right? You have a choice of lifting that left leg. Maybe even extending the left arm over the head. Okay. The next step is lowering that left foot. And then, if you wish, you can let your right foot join the left, staggering the feet, one in front of the other, or maybe even stacking the feet. Maybe extending the left arm up. Hips forward. Maybe bringing the arm over the head, lifting the hips. And let's release. Bring the knees down. Wag the tail. Okay, the other side. From tabletop, left foot outside of the mat, lining up the left hand, left knee, and right toes. Right hand on the side, open the chest, push the hips forward. You can stay right here. You can extend the right arm up. You can choose to bring the right leg up. Maybe right arm extends over the ear. Feel free to stay in any stage of this. Maybe coming into full plank, staggering the feet, one in front of the other. Maybe stacking the feet. And let's come to regular plank, both hands down, bring the knees down, and push back into child's pose. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, push yourself up. And we're almost ready for our peak pose, Parivrtta Janu Shirshasana. It's perfectly okay to sit on your blanket or some kind of, maybe a pillow, some kind of elevation here. You can choose to do that. All right. So open your legs out. You don't have to go to full extent here. All right, let's do some side bending first. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Keep the right sit bone down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Keep both sit bones down. Inhale up. Left again. Inhale up. Exhale, right. And come to center. Right, let's bring the left foot on the inside of the right leg. It can be anywhere to the groin or anywhere along the right leg is good. And we're starting with the twist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes back for support. Just don't lean into your left arm. It's just there for guidance. The right foot is flexed, toes pointing up. Come back to center. And now either place your right arm on top of the right leg or on the inside of the right leg. Left hand to the side, push the left shoulder back, lift the chin slightly, lean sideways over that right leg. Let's stay here for a moment. Just feeling things out. You can stay right here. You can extend your left arm further, opening the chest, opening the heart. And maybe choosing to bring that left arm over the head. Maybe finding your toes, looking up from underneath the left arm. Five more breaths here. And on the inhalation, slowly coming up. All right. Let's even it out. Let's do the other side. Open the left leg out. Bring the right foot in. Now feel both of your sit bones on the ground. And the twist, starting with the twist. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist to the left, to the right, sorry. Keep the left leg engaged, active by pointing the toes up. And return to center. Okay. So left arm either on top of the leg or a little bit lower, down to the ground. Starting with the right hand on the side body, pushing that right shoulder back, leaning over that left leg. You can choose to extend the right arm. Maybe bringing it over the head. Maybe finding your toes. Maybe looking from up from underneath the left arm. About 10 breaths here. On the next inhalation, carefully, slowly coming up. And take your Sukhasana, the easy pose, seated cross-legged. Let's take a few breaths here, noticing how your body is feeling. Breathing deeply. Now bring your hands down in front of you to the ground, and then start walking your hands away from you, lowering over the legs. Deep, slow breaths. Lift the head, walk the hands back towards you. Change the cross of the legs. And then walk the hands away from you once again. Relax, hang the head. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, walk the hands back towards you. Very good. Good job. Okay, let's lay down for well-deserved rest. I'm going to use my blanket to support my head and neck. If you want to do that, please make sure that it's not too tall, so it's not pushing your chin into the chest. You can keep the knees bent or extend your legs. Now give yourself a hug and spread your shoulder blades manually apart. And then let your heart settle into that cradle of the shoulder blades. Take your arms down, away from the body, palms up. Make your adjustments so you're comfortable, so you can relax fully. Close your eyes. Find your stillness. And rest. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. And I thank you for joining me in this practice. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.